EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in a very rainy Kansas City, Missouri at venerable GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium. Tonight we kick off a new NFL season with the opener for 2023, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. The Chiefs ready to begin their Super Bowl defense. The Lions hoping to spoil the party. But what a sight here at Arrowhead as the season is underway. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Throwing at the outset, here's Mahomes. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Now for Patrick Mahomes and these Chiefs, they're trying to become the first team to repeat as Super Bowl champs since the Patriots in the 03-04 seasons. So we're going on 20 years here. What kind of chances do you give the Chiefs of pulling it off?
Well, traditionally, we know how difficult those chances are. Heck, we can't get a repeat winner in the NFC East, so you know it's tough in the NFL to go back-to-back, let alone win a Super Bowl. But here's the thing about this team. Culture, a word we use almost too often, is really ingrained in a positive way in Kansas City. Not only do they believe, but they've got a heck of a roster, too.
It's complete to Brown, and I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That good for 19 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage. But right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward. And how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
27 yards there, first down. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. He's got Brown on the out route complete. And the Chiefs are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. They'll run here with Pacheco. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on first and goal.
Mahomes quickly complete out wide. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Rashee Rice. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Chiefs are on the board here first in the season opener. The point after through the raindrops up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Here's Khalif Raymond to return. Khalif Raymond now. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Goff in this Lions offense set for a first and 10 at their own 22. Here's the 12th overall pick in April's draft, Jahmyr Gibbs. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 24 now, here's second down and 8. A toss out right to Gibbs. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
First down, Lions.
They'll go again with Gibbs. And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
From the 38 now, here comes second and 8. There's Goff. And this one incomplete. Too much contact on that one, and it's third down.
Give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Throwing on third, Goff. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up fourth down. Here's Jack Fox on to punt. This is taken at about the 14. And now the rookie screen. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Talk about flipping the script. That punt return 86 yards. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Throw left side complete. That's Gibbs. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up second down. On second down, here's Gibbs. And the Chiefs D closes in on him again, and they drop him behind the line. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Now it's Goff. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And fantastic field possession has them just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line in the red zone. Now a first and 10 at the 11. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. A run by Pacheco on second down. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Raymond now on the return. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But the two kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I wanted to have something different, and I really wanted the special teams coaches to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that. What
about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch, Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something? When you see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys. I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about 00, like Jim Otto used to wear or Kenny Burrow used to wear? Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, make someone miss in the open field.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
And the Lions, first down.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Chris Jones that time coming in with a tackle behind the line. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Now gone. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Probably what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
But nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're saying.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And there he goes again. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, are you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. And he's taken down inside the 30. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. Now Mahomes. This will be caught once again by Brown. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that will bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 25-yard line.
Hey, 57, 57. Yellow.
And again, it's Mahomes. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Rice. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Rice with a nice catch, and he had to be happy on draft day. I would say ecstatic, getting a chance to join the Kansas City offense. And you know what? Kansas City was awfully happy to get him, too. A physical guy. Touchdown!
Rashee Rice making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Chiefs are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Harrison Butker at a kickoff for Kansas City.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Raymond now on the return. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Lions.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Lions, nothing.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line. So first and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Pacheco gets it and tries the left side. And running with power here. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chiefs take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
From the 44-yard line, here's second down and 2. Gone. This to Laporta, right side. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 44-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. On first down, Goff. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 19 yards that time for number 19. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a first and 10.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. Gibbs gets popped and he loses the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
Value three.
And now what's this? They fake the spike. He'll throw it. And that is going to wind up incomplete. So they try to hit him with something you don't see too often. But it doesn't work out. And Badgley missed it. Off to the left. And they will remain well behind.
Partner, this is certainly turning out to be one of those days. Here we are in the second half. They're being shut out. Offense is doing nothing. And you're just saying, please, come on, give us something here to your kicker. But even this is no good.
Yellow.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing in cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. That's Aiden Hutchinson. He was determined to blow that play up, and he sure did.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw in that play with a loss. Well, he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones. And they made no bones about it. They wanted to throw this rookie right into the fire, see what he could do. He shows what he can do there.
And you have to really put the time and effort in because playing a receiver in the NFL is a difficult task. And for a rookie, all that you have to learn to get on the same page with your quarterback, that's excellent coaching. And how about how he's picked things up?
Picking things up in a big way with a big play in his NFL debut. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Mahomes gets it out quickly, and it's complete out wide. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. Felix Anudike-Uzomah. That is one that he will remember. His first career sack in his first career game in the National Football League. To throw is gone. Finds Gibbs on the check down. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 8 there on the play. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Offensively lucky there, able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And down to the 41.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 114 yards rushing for him now here in week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Oh, now a running play here with Smith. Jack Campbell, a first-round pick there on the tackle.
Well, praise has to go to the guys in the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
A give right side for Pacheco. He'll get it to the 23-yard line.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Butker now to add the extra point. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good.
Chiefs 47, Lions nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Raymond now on the return. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. Nick Bolton there on the tackle.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Goff now looking to throw. He's got it complete to Gibbs. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now a 3rd down throw, and it misses the target, incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. but you mean while you forced turnovers, you didn't allow any points, and you put up a bunch of points. What an effort.
And Brandon, I just have to ask you, that's all the stuff that we saw happen today. Those are statistics, numbers, the whole deal. But my question is, how does one team come ready to play, and the other one, obviously, not ready at all?
Well, I mean, I obviously don't have an answer to that, but that was the story from the